Lots of flavor. You'll be surprised. You know what? I don't think we put our bay leaf in our pasta fagioli, so I'm going to do that right now. So I can open this up. You can use fresh basil or bay leaves. At the end of the summer, I usually get tons of basil and I rinse it, put it outside to dry, and then I just put it in a big Ziploc bag, and I use that throughout the whole winter.
What do you mean, you freeze it?
I freeze it. It almost looks black, but as soon as you put it into your food, it smells as fresh as the day you picked it. It's really, really good. So, as an alternative, I know that I don't use basil every day. So, for me to buy it fresh every time I want to use it, and then I use it one night and then I don't use it for 5 days, I might as well freeze it and have it. But the bay leaves are good, so I started using them. Put a couple of those in there. Parmesan cheese is also a great enhancer of whatever food you're eating. As Megan will tell you, one teaspoon is free on your diets, so use it. And if you want to use more, count that in as however it's going to be on your diet. But I use Parmesan cheese on everything. Sunday, when the kids are having their pasta with their meatballs, I'm doing pasta with Parmesan cheese and broccoli and my spray butter, and that Parmesan cheese has a lot of flavor, so use it on all your recipes.
Wait a second. So you're just putting pasta, the spray stuff?
I tried it with pasta with spray butter, Parmesan cheese, a little bit of salt.
And you don't make the gravy, like just try and make it low, because I make it low fat.
I do, but
I can't watch them eat it. It's crazy.
No, I do. You can definitely make it, and like the pasta fagioli is a way of showing you that you absolutely can. But there's certain times when I want that like buttery flavor, and you get that with the Parmesan cheese because you use garlic and oil. For aioli is garlic and oil and butter and Parmesan cheese. So
I do it with that spray gravy on Sundays.
I know, but that's why you have to find ingredients though that do have that pop, and we'll give you that little extra bite. Okay, let's check our pasta. Jack, are you timing the shrimp?
Verna, what's the basic feature of the foods that you're preparing? Primarily calorie or health?
This is all low fat.
Low fat. Okay.
Low fat. Usually the calories will also be on the lower side if you're doing low fat. But that's why it's so important to use ingredients that have a lot of flavor, and I can't say that enough. And bacon and onions, the turkey bacon, will be able to do that for you. Fruits, scallions, onions, lots of garlic. Garlic has no calories, but has a tremendous amount of flavor, and you can saute that in 1 teaspoon of olive oil, or you could put it in 3 tablespoons. But 3 tablespoons is a tremendous amount of fat, where your 1 teaspoon, you can still get the same amount of flavor, but building on layers of flavors. How much water do we have for the shrimp?
Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay, everyone's oven's a little bit different, so. We're going to start on the chicken while we're waiting for that, because that'll take some time to chop up.
Hey Mag, what about cooking with white wine?
You can use wine. I use red, but the calories cook out, and there's no fat in wine. So we will be using.
Oh, with the chicken?
Yeah, the chicken has the wine in it.
I try not to. It's crappy wine when I cook.
Okay, so for the chicken recipe, we're going to cut up the chicken. We have chicken breast here. I didn't do the thin ones. I prefer the breast for this recipe. but if you have thin cutlets, use it. What you're gonna do is just cut straight across. You're gonna make a dice. So you're cutting strips. And try to make them fairly even. Keep stirring that pasta down. And it goes fairly quickly. I do this recipe a lot at home. And just go turn it and go right down. When you're using chicken, make sure you wash everything. Afterwards, you don't want to contaminate the other foods. And it helps if you have a sharp knife or cleaver.
Rona, if we want the recipes that of any things that you're cooking tonight, where might we find them? Is there an email or website or
I
phone
guess
number?
you would. You could actually call me, or all the women in the class tonight will be receiving the recipes. And if I do any more cooking classes for Megan, you can also get it through Megan. But my phone number is 973-334-6605. And after we get this all cut up, we're going to brown it lightly. We're going to add mushrooms and garlic and onions. A lot of people do not like to handle chicken. It's really not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
I don't like the whole chicken, like digging the guts out of the whole chicken.
Yeah, I was saying when I was pregnant, I couldn't do it. I couldn't touch it. I couldn't handle it. I didn't eat meat for 5 months.
Oh, really? And you always did before?
Yeah.
Is the pasta ready? You want to just taste it?
Yeah, why is it for chicken recipes?
We're going to need another onion, right? And more garlic for the next recipe. And after we make the chicken and rice dish, we're going to be doing salmon with leeks and capers and lemon. Which that recipe is so fast and so good. I got my kids eating it and they don't eat fish. Before we start browning this chicken, we're going to eat our shrimp and mango salsa. 'Cause I'm sure everyone's hungry.
I was past the 2.5 hours.
I know.
Is it recommended to eat every 2.5 hours?
Oh, yes.
You want to keep your metabolism going. That shrimp should just be about ready, right? As long as it's pink. With the shrimp, as long as it is pink, you know it's done. You don't want to overcook the shrimp.